good morning, Dirtfish Rally friends. It's day 2 of the Otago Rally. We're back in downtown Dunedin for the start this morning. As you can see, cars are lining up. It's our four-wheel drive classics that head the field away this morning. A fantastic day of competition yesterday. We saw some wonderful action out in the stages. Chris Meek was absolutely supreme in the classics. And we watched at the head of the field for the New Zealand Championship cars a great battle. There's some intrigue, I'm sure, still to come out there today. Look at the skies. Have a look. Looks a little bit overcast, but the sun is coming out. I'm promised the sun is going to come out. Anyway, as we head back, do you know what one of the things I love about this rally is the number of women competing, co-driving and driving. Something that struck me the first time I came here, I think there were 40% of the entry list were women. It's astonishing, more than you'll find anywhere else in the world. And these two ladies here with this wonderful car, I have to say, have a look at this. Tommy, apparently there's a story. Tommy 4, ladies Heather and Debs. Debs, you're the driver, Heather, you're the co-driver. What is it? You know, it did strike me. I came here for the first time 5 years ago. There are so many women competing in New Zealand. Why is that? Is there a reason for it?
Oh, I think that the men certainly encourage, and other women encourage. Like, we like to think that we encourage the other women around us and give them a bit of extra confidence. So, yeah.
And a lot of co-drivers, a lot of women co-drivers. It's great to see an all-women team as well. Tell me about what we have ahead of us today, Heather, out in the stages. We were kind of a little bit further west yesterday, weren't we, or east? I get confused. I get very confused. I'm upside down. I'm at the other side of the world. Where are we going today? What might we expect in the stages today?
We're heading south of Dunedin, so out the back of Waihola. Some really mint stages. The last 3 stages today are amazing. There's a new one in there called Akatua Road. It hasn't been used in the Otago Rally. It's amazing.
Debs, how many times have you done these roads? Have you driven them many times before, apart from the new one, obviously?
To be honest, I could drive them 50 times and still not remember one corner. I'm quite hopeless that way. But that's what pace notes are for.
They are very special, though, the roads, aren't they? They're, even driving, and we drove a couple on the recce, you just want to drive. You want to push on a little bit. The rhythm in the stages is incredible.
It absolutely is, and that's where the pace notes are so important, because you're carrying so much speed. And over those crests, if you haven't got the position right over some of those crests that turn, it can all turn nasty.
Absolutely. Now listen, we had a little look at your registration plate. I believe there's a story. Is there a little bit of a fangirl thing going on here, perhaps?
Yeah, Tommy Mackinnon years ago. I got an Evo 6 Group N when they first came out. I think we might have been the first Group N car in the Southern Hemisphere, I think, from memory. And we met Tommy Mackinnon, and he signed my bonnet. And then we'd already had the Tommy number plate at that point. But now the Tommy number plate's on my truck. Tommy 2's on my EX Lancer Turbo. I've got a Scottish Tarmac R53 Mini rally car, and that's Tommy 3. And this, of course, had to be Tommy 4.
Fantastic stuff. Wonderful to meet you. The best of luck out there today. It looks like it's going to be a fabulous day. We'll keep a very close eye on you. Best of luck.
Thanks, guys.
So here we are. Really, it is so good. There are so many women in the field here, and we were lucky enough yesterday to catch up with a couple of our Australian ladies.
It's been a great day today. Reconnaissance was very tiring. They were big days, so by comparison, today is only half the chore, if you like. But we've done 7 stages so far. They've gone really well. The car we're using has got a lot of torque compared to my old Civic. And a couple of times I found myself driving a little bit slower or a gear higher using torque rather than going back a gear and pushing a little bit harder. But it's learning four-wheel drive. I haven't really driven four-wheel drive in a rally before.
A rally like this, it does require an awful lot of effort, and the notes then become so much more important.
Definitely, and we're used to different notes, so it was really hard for us to start with, but we've got our notes just where we want them, and it's been great. And Denise is such a smooth steerer, so she's lovely to sit next to. And I think we've both been learning in the four-wheel drive, so it has been really good, and the roads are amazing. We just love them.
And what was it that brought you out to drive the four-wheel drive car?
Well, New Zealand roads have always looked really great, even from years and years ago when the World Rally Championship used to come here. And 4 or 5 years ago, a friend of ours came over, hired this very car, and we came over with them just to watch. And I thought, this event is too good. I've got to come back and do this event. And then COVID came, so here we are. We're fulfilling the promise to come back and do the event.